Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Tuesday, April 4th, 2017. Hooray! Everything is up and working! Sort of. Don't worry, I am aware of the grainy image. I'm gonna do everything I can to fix it. I just gotta do some stuff to work it out. Well, anyway, welcome to Tuesday, and unfortunately, it begins with a delay. Impact Winter, a survival game with a really interesting concept as it takes place after a meteor strike, was due out next week, Wednesday, but instead it will now release on Tuesday, May 23rd. On a little side note, that's the day after my birthday, and take this as an early warning that I'm taking my birthday off. Coming in 2 weeks on April 18th to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is the Continuum map pack featuring 4 new maps, and it will cost $15 or your regional equivalent. BioWare says they're improving the facial animations for Mass Effect Andromeda, with a patch coming this Thursday that not only promises to improve the way human eyes look and lip sync, but it will also allow players to skip auto-piloted traveling sequences, and it will include balance changes. Here's an update on the GTA 5 Infernus bug, as Digital Foundry has done their own rigorous testing and discovered the right rear wheel jumps up and down while turning to the left, indicating there's definitely something funny going on. So far, Rockstar has not yet commented on the bug or the car, which costs nearly $1 million in-game dollars. Added to the already huge list of Xbox One backwards compatible titles is Civilization Revolution and Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. Yes, that is the name of a game. The For Honor boycott was supposed to take place yesterday, but it was cancelled, and today its Steam rating has now taken a turn and now reads mostly negative over the last 30 days. After spending a few hours with it over the weekend, I actually quite enjoy it, and I don't get what all the fuss is about. But if you're playing For Honor, please let me know in the comment section down below. Gearbox Software says that a Bulletstorm sequel is more than likely to happen, and hopefully we will see something about it at E3 this year. I've got some Blizzard news coming up next, with the company winning a rather substantial lawsuit in which they were awarded $8.5 million from a company called Bossland, a bot maker and distributor. The bots were used for such things as World of Warcraft gold farming, Overwatch account leveling, and for Hearthstone to get easy packs of cards. The ruling now makes it illegal for Bossland to sell their products in the United States and the UK, and good fucking riddance. It's always been my argument that people who are cheating aren't playing the game because they're not following the rules. They're playing their own kind of game where they just win all the time. I will never give any sympathy to a bot user. And in some good news, Blizzard has something new planned for Overwatch next week, which is set to debut on Tuesday, April 11th. I have absolutely no idea what this is because they just released a new hero, and while it's never too early to announce another one, it could make for an inconsistent content schedule. If you have any thoughts on what it is, please let me know in the comment section down below. It started off as a rumor, but it has now been confirmed that Microsoft is going to show off the Xbox Scorpio later this week on Thursday at 2 p.m. Whew, thank goodness I'm taking off Wednesday. Now, it's not confirmed exactly what will be shown off. That's still up for speculation, but more than likely we will get some hardware specs as well as see a representation of what games will look like. In this day and age, when somebody shows you some gameplay, you have no idea where it's coming from. There could be two 1080 Ti's running that game for all we know. And then finally today, Valve has begun to talk about some major changes coming to their storefront, which will hopefully lead to less games being spammed onto Steam. As you may recall, our good friends Digital Homicide released 19 games to Steam in a single year, which could be seen as a way of farming sales of Steam trading cards and making money from essentially doing nothing. Valve refers to games like these as fake games, and I agree, these are not real games. And yes, of course, you could argue that they fit the definition of a game. But they provide little to no replay value, have little, if any, storyline or character development, and most of the time are cobbled together from pre-made store-bought assets. None of which is illegal, by the way. No one is accusing anyone of a crime by churning out unoriginal crap onto Steam. It's just a scummy thing to do. To deal with all of these games, Valve is going to introduce a new program called Steam Explorers, which will allow users to voluntarily sign up to showcase lesser-known games in hopes of giving them more exposure. Two YouTubers that I'm a big fan of, Jim Sterling and Total Biscuit, were invited to Valve's headquarters last week, where they were explained the details of the changes, and they were able to give their own feedback and opinions. Each of their videos on the matter are linked in the description down below. Now, like many things, I am hopeful that this program could be successful, and as such, inflicts real change on the Steam storefront. And while it may lead to fewer games being released, the overall quality of games will be higher, giving people much more power behind their spending dollar. I'm not afraid of the anyone can do it mentality either, because that's how being a critic or a commentator or anything of the like gets started on YouTube now, even this show right here. My only real concern is from those people who think it's funny to promote bad games. but I don't feel as though those people are going to get much traction. There's also talks of Valve integrating Keymailer into Steam itself, so content creators like myself would have easier access to review keys, which I think is a great idea as long as the people at Keymailer are up to the task, and I'm sure they are. All in all, I like these changes, but keep in mind nothing here is set yet as Valve has made no official announcements about anything. The only thing they've really done is not put Jim Sterling or Total Biscuit under an NDA, allowing them to freely talk about their experiences. Which, believe it or not, shows a very different side of Valve in my opinion. Usually they're very stoic and curt. What do you think of these changes, and would you like to be a Steam Explorer? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's do the cheesiest segue I can think of and explore tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Project Surviving, Roots of Insanity, One Hit KO, Farm World, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, V Rethank, Deep Under the Mountain, Paradigm, What's Under Your Blanket 2, Tank Assault X, Turret Craft, Filthy Stinking Orcs, and Soul Saver Online. For Xbox One, Blackwood Crossing. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And I joined the Flat Earth Society. We've got members all over the globe. All right, just to let everybody know, this is the second time I've done today's show, so I'm going to keep the end card short. I'm sorry. I'm not really feeling it. I forgot to record the audio the first time because now I have to record my audio separate from my video. By the way, if I ever look up here, my monitor's up here, and that's where I'm checking to see where if everything looks good. If I'm looking up there too much, let me know so I can change that because it's rude. It's absolutely rude to be like looking up there. How do I look? It's all about me. No, it's not. So the one thing that I definitely did want to talk about today in the end card was review scores are out for Yooka-Laylee, and somebody that I really, really like and appreciate, Jim Sterling, gave it a 2 out of 10. He said that there were lots of problems with the game. Wow. So I'm still going to get the game. I'm still going to try to enjoy it. I'm just going to take his review into consideration. I still want to play the game. Him not liking the thing that I like doesn't mean that I can't like the thing that he don't like. They're not mutually are they mutually exclusive? Or they not? I don't. Him liking something, him not liking something doesn't have effect on me liking something. If I don't like something, it doesn't affect. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Like, formulate your own opinion. They're all arbitrary scores anyway. You just follow critics because you get to know somebody, you like their opinion, so you trust their opinion, so you follow them. Still doesn't mean that you can't make your own decisions. If you're making if you're making decisions solely on what critics think, oh geez, stop doing what you're doing. Jesus, wow, just have your own thoughts for once. Wow. I mean, I'm like anybody else. I see his score and I go, oh wow, 2 out of 10. It must not be that good of a game. But that doesn't stop me from playing it. See what I mean? Like it doesn't stop me from enjoying it. Even if I could rate it a 10 out of 10. I could rate it a 10 out of 10. Does that make him wrong? No. Does that make me wrong? No. Does that make him right? I guess. Does it make me right? Yes. I mean, like in my own, it doesn't take away from anybody or anything else if somebody gives a game low score or gives it a high score. So, don't forget, tomorrow I am not going to be here. I forgot to write that in the show. And even after having to do the show twice when I could have written it in, I forgot to write it in again. Yay. So, no news tomorrow, thankfully, or hopefully there won't be anything big going on. And I'll touch on if there was anything covered. If there was anything big that happened, I'll cover it on Thursday. Sorry. Thank you very much for everyone for understanding about that. And now I just want to get done with this to go edit the show because I'm tired and I've sat in front of lights now for 2 hours. These lights are freaking hot. They really are hot. So social media links are over here. They're also in the top of the description down below. Please go follow me on Twitter. I tweet more than I have before and it's kind of cool. Tweeting with people is fun. So click over here to subscribe to my channel. We've got a new camera. It looks a lot better. Yay! And click over here for yesterday's episode where we talk about PETA and the 1-2 switch milking game and how they're stupid. Bye!